What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in and welcome back to the Crypto Remora. My name is Wes and I am with, as always, Sierra Crypto. What's up, Sierra?
What's going on? How we doing?
Oh, man, we are doing good, brother. Doing good, man. Excited to be here. Excited for today's show. Guys, today we're just going to be looking at the Bitcoin price and doing a quick market analysis. We're also going to be looking at some mess that the S.E.C is trying to stir up, give our opinions on that. And, of course, we're going to check our positions, look at Perpy, and there's a few other things that we're going to be taking a look at. So if that sounds good to you, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get to it. What's up, Sierra?
What's going on, man? Yeah, so how was your boy's birthday? It was good?
It was good, man. You know, it's kind of one of those things where, you know, the whole family gets together, and it can be stressful, but on his side, man, he had a great time, dude. We went to the little trampoline park. Very cool, man. I don't know if you've ever been. It's called Big Air right here in Myrtle Beach, but really cool, man. They were slam packed, dude. I mean, you couldn't move a square inch without bumping into somebody, kids running by, but we made it through. We're here. We survived. So it was good, man. He had a good birthday. And thank you to everybody that sent those birthday wishes, man, in the chat, dude. I really appreciate it. So, yeah.
And he got a computer.
Yes, he did.
He did.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you won't be using that at all.
No, dude. No, I got my laptop, man. I am good, dude. I would not want to use this awesome gaming PC with the cool little gaming chair that I got for him. So, absolutely not.
So, are you bored to death? Are you bored to death with Bitcoin's price action, or are you just happy that we're getting more accumulation? What's going on? What are your thoughts on that?
Honestly, man, I am happy that we're gonna get another chance. You know, a chance to get Bitcoin. I'm accumulating, dude. I think it's a great time to be buying. You know, if you zoom out and look at the long term and the higher time frames, great time to be buying. You know, we started coming up. We came up 60%. We're starting to have that drawdown. We hit our head on 25K. You know, and then came back down, fell through that 23.5 support level that we talked about on the last channel, or on the last episode. Excuse me. And yeah, now we bounced to 21, 22, and yeah, man. So we're just kind of bouncing around. We are putting in, it looks like a broadening wedge on the daily. If you zoom in on the daily.
Yeah, I see that. I see the ascending broadening wedge,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, and yep, ascending broadening wedge, and
technically that's 60% bearish pattern, though, isn't it?
It is. Yes, it is. To the downside, we'd be looking to move up, but since it's going up, since it is ascending, that is a bearish pattern. And so I think if we fell to the bottom of that, which we're kind of already there, but if we if we come back up and hit that, I mean, we're looking at 25 again, and if we touch 25 again, dude, we're going to be looking to break through it. But
yeah, that's a good point. If we do keep hitting that level, it's only a matter of time before we bust through.
Yeah. One thing that I'm concerned about, man, that it's really the only thing I'm concerned about, is the CME gap. And I know we've talked about this before. It is something that, we mentioned in our previous videos. That's at
Where's it at?
It's I believe it's around 18.7, 19K. So
okay.
if we do break through this 21 support, 22 support, we could be looking at filling that gap. But I think that's a good thing, man. Let's just go ahead and fill it up. Have some money on the side, dude. Yeah, get it out of the way, man. Have some money on the side. There's nothing wrong with that, dude. Don't be all in right now, but keep accumulating. And yeah, if we do go to that 18.7. Have some chips on the side so you can buy that dip.
Yeah, that and that would be the price target estimated for the ascending broadening wedge. If you kind of took that next dip, let's say we go back up to 24.
Yeah.
Right, and then we did come back down. That could be the potential breakdown, but I'm not looking for that to happen for at least another 4 or 5, 6 days.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah, it looks like we still got a little bit of time, man, to kind of hit the top of that broadening that broadening wedge, or what is it? What is it? What did I just say? A broadening what? I just forgot what it's called.
No, it's ascending broadening wedge.
Ascending, yeah, broadening wedge. So we still got a little bit of time before we start coming back up there. But something that I put a lot of weight on is this 200 weekly, man. Like, we have to get above that 200 weekly and stay above it, man. Until we do that, I mean, that is pretty much called the bottom for Bitcoin in the last 13 years. And I just feel like, man, we have to get above that, man. We got to get above it, stay above it, and then just make a solid support level above it. You know what I mean? Until we do that, man, I remain cautious, dude. Until we do that. But
all right, well, let's jump on over to some news, whether you like it or not.
Yep.
We got the Silvergate FUD going on, and Captain Gensler, to save the day, is back at it. And so, I mean, as far as the Silvergate thing goes, it's kind of like when Robinhood sends me those notifications about the bank that they're custodying my assets in while it's invested with Robinhood.
Yeah.
It's like I care, but I really don't. I mean, technically you should, because it is part of, it's part of the broader scheme of everything.
Yeah.
But is it going to affect your everyday, day-to-day with crypto? Not necessarily. I mean, if something really goes down with the Silvergate and with the exchanges, I don't hold that much on exchanges anyway. So, to me, it's like, whatever. But I guess the sentiment, it could create some FUD.
Yeah.
And that could cause a dip, for retail. But, I always see stuff like this. My first instinct when I saw this, Wes, was, okay, where can I buy Silvergate stock?
Right.
Because obviously BlackRock is trying to short the stock out of business or short it to where they can own it all.
Yeah.
So my first thought was, let me go look up the stock and let me see how much it is.
Yeah.
Like,
a lot of people are doing that, dude.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, at this point, nobody trusts anything they hear or see on the internet anymore, especially when it comes to the FTX, the S.E.C. I mean, you just got more crap coming out in the U.S. every day of leaders and politicians and all these high-up Wall Street guys, and they're getting caught red-handed.
Yeah.
They're getting caught every day.
Yeah.
And how they're still in power is beyond me. I don't understand it. I don't like it. And but it's not going to scare me away from crypto.
Right.
And I don't think it should scare anyone away from crypto, because the whole point of crypto was invented, BTC was invented to fight this crap.
Yeah.
So, should you back down? Should you be scared? I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think they're going to continue to do what they're going to continue to do, and I think we should continue to do what we continue to do.
Absolutely, man. They're trying to, hit in all angles. With Silvergate, they're trying to hit the centralized exchanges and the centralized banks. They're trying to hit them as hard as they can on the centralized side. And then now they know that's not affecting the decentralized finance markets. So now they're sending out, I just found out about this S.E.C. Wells notice that they sent out to some of these DeFi protocols. And I know Lido was one of them. Not creating FUD, guys. We just want to put some of these things on you guys' radar so y'all know what to look out for. But there's a lot of stuff that goes on in the background. Basically, this Wells notice that they sent out to these DeFi projects is basically notifying them that they're going to try to come after them. So it does give them an opportunity to kind of get some defense on their side. Maybe, hire their lawyers. They're all, they have lawyers and stuff, but it seems kind of hard to me, man. Is it just me, or it seems like it would be really hard to go after a decentralized protocol, dude? Like, how would they even go about that, man? Like,
well, here's the way they did it with, Voyager. I don't know, man.
Right?
Voyager is centralized to me. When you say Voyager
and it is, yeah.
So when they're going after Voyager, let them go after Voyager. If he wants to go after centralized,
it's like
companies that are doing shady stuff, technically speaking, it's out of his jurisdiction because it's not deemed a security yet. And U.S. law says that he has no jurisdiction over anything that's not a security. He needs to shut the hell up. Right. And mind his own business with stocks, which he can't even do that job.
Right.
But if he's going to go after Voyager, he's going to go after these things and say that Binance is a security. Really, basically, what he's trying to do is get a track record proven of all of these cryptos that quote unquote are securities.
Yeah.
That's really what he's trying to build a case for. I don't see that passing in court. I mean, if any judge has any common sense and looks at what he's doing and looks at his track record,
Yeah.
Unless he's getting paid, and there is that. But I don't see that his strategy is going to work.
No.
Because he's got a very weak strategy as far as going after DeFi. They could do what they did with that tornado crap. Where they tracked your wallet address, and if your wallet ever interacted with Tornado Cash, is that what it's called?
Tornado Cash,
right?
yeah. I think so,
If your wallet ever was connected to it, then they put a block on your Ethereum wallet.
Mm-hmm.
So, is it a centralized? Is it like the CEO of Ethereum is putting a block on your account? No.
Right.
But they did find a way to infiltrate,
Yeah.
and that's a little scary in itself.
And another thing he's doing, man, is this whole Binance US thing. So he's already deemed everything that's not Bitcoin a security. That's what he said. Now, it hasn't been proven in court or anything. There hasn't been, a final stamp on that. But now he's going after Binance US because he's saying Binance US is selling unregistered securities, because everything that's not Bitcoin is an unregistered security. So now he's trying to attack Binance US, and it's like, dude, we need some clarification, man. You can't just say, in our eyes, everything besides Bitcoin's an unregistered security. So for that fact, we're gonna, go after Binance US. I think they're just trying anything and everything they can, to put some damage on the market.
Buddy.
Yes, they do.
They want CZ so bad.
Yeah.
That they're trying to track him in any corner they can, and that's really what it comes down to. Because God forbid, But you know what? That's if CZ's doing shady stuff and getting away with it, and he's doing it overseas or not in the U.S.
Yeah.
Then I'm sorry, Gensler, that's out of your jurisdiction, buddy.
Right.
You can't even control the U.S. and you're out here trying to fight someone in a different country. Like, leave it alone. I think what we're doing wrong is we need to focus on the innovation in this country. Start building in this country. Stop trying to tattletale and chase everybody else that are overseas. Even if he is doing something wrong, it's like it's not your job to go after him. To contain and control yourself in your own country. Figure out what get the laws going for this country first.
Yeah.
And I just think they're trying to shortcut and slow down innovation.
Yeah.
They're trying to slow down the innovation overseas and thinking that that's going to bring the U.S. higher.
Right.
And it's not.
Right.
He needs to do the exact opposite of that.
Yeah.
So, it sucks that, being in the U.S. that we have to deal with this crap.
Yeah.
But, there's problems in every country. There's problems with every government somewhere.
Yeah.
But again, that's the beauty of crypto. It's like, there are more of us than there are of them. Don't ever forget that. There's more people than there are in leaders above them.
Yeah.
So the numbers are stronger for us. Let's go over to the ordinals thing.
Yeah.
This because this is a little controversial.
It is.
The first thought that came to my mind with this was some people are saying, "Oh, this is great because it brings more utility to Bitcoin." Some people are saying, "No, this is horrible because Bitcoin's limited, and we don't want to be wasting the blockchain up with NFTs." Yeah. And my immediate thought was, I thought about gold. Gold, you can turn into a different form, right?
Yeah.
So if you have a gold bar, it's worth money. But you can also make a necklace out of it. You could also make a sculpture. You could make dishes, plates, forks, spoons. It doesn't matter what you turn it into. It still holds its value. So I think that my stance on this is, look, if you want to make your gold, if you own some Bitcoin, and you want to turn it into a necklace or an NFT or a monkey picture, I don't give a crap. I mean, to me, you still have to buy Bitcoin to do this.
Yeah.
So if you're buying Bitcoin and you want to turn your Bitcoin into a monkey picture, go for it, man. Yeah. I mean, that's what Bitcoin was really meant for, you to have your own piece of it and your own amount of it and to do with it what you want. So I don't really have where you would think I would have a beef with this. I really don't. As long as it the network congestion issue would be the only thing I would say.
Yeah.
But I don't really think it's a problem with the Lightning Network. The Lightning Network makes everything faster with transactions. So I think this is good for adoption. I think it's a little controversial, but I think that overall, I think it's a good thing because, it's only going to make it more scarce.
Yeah.
It's only going to push the price up. People are turning their Bitcoin into NFTs. How long before the race to buy more Bitcoin to,
Yeah. So I'm kind of neutral on this as well. They did this Taproot upgrade, and from what I understand, the inscriptions and everything to do this actually cost way more than it does to do something, on Ethereum. So I don't think it's going to be as like the NFT and these ordinals. I don't think it's going to be as big as Ethereum NFTs, but because of the cost to do these things. And a lot of people are saying, yeah, they want Bitcoin to just be what Bitcoin is. All right. But the whole fact is that gold, there could be gold anywhere. And I think that that's the main argument is there can be gold on, asteroids or other planets. We could end up mining gold. We can end up finding gold here. With Bitcoin, we know there's only going to be 21 million. So I think the argument there is that, I think that's the argument, just, straight faced, is that we know there's a limit on Bitcoin. Gold is still something that we can mine and find, any day. But it is cool, man. I gotta say, it is cool. The technology is cool, man. To use the Taproot and to do these inscriptions on the, each Satoshi. They're not moving. Like once they make these NFTs and they put it into an ordinal, that it's literally on the blockchain. With Ethereum, it's not. The transaction is on the blockchain and the proof is on the blockchain. But with these are actually on the blockchain, held on the blockchain, immutable. You can't change anything. So I'm kind of neutral, man. I think it is cool how they kind of figured out how to do this. I think there is going to be some value in it. But I don't know, man. We'll see.
Yeah, I think that I did hear somebody say that there is the potential where if you have one of these ordinals and you have this actual Satoshi, you can mistakenly send it. So, like, if you're sending your Satoshis and moving that same Bitcoin around, that you can accidentally send that. I have to look into it more, but I thought about that. I said, well, that's kind of weird. But this is the risk you take too. If you're playing around with NFTs on Bitcoin, Bitcoin was not 100% created for NFTs. It was more created as a store of value, and more people probably see it as that. So if you're trying to go against that norm a little bit, you just have to be careful. I mean, should you own one, yeah, it'd be cool, but you would definitely want to not. You want to be careful to learn about it to where if you can send it or not. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I just heard, what's his name talking about it. CryptoZarus was talking about that. If you send it, and I was like, I don't know if I'd want to take that risk, man. I think I'll just hold my NFTs in my wallet and hold my Bitcoin in my ledger and just hold it and not mess with it.
Yeah.
So let's go over to SmithyDAO, man. This is what everyone's talking about on Arbitrum. This thing's blowing up. I watched their video about 2 months ago, or a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. They had a scroll through animation telling the Smithsonian weapons story, and all the weapons were lit up, and it kind of looked Mortal Kombat-y with the green neon lights and stuff. I'm pretty sure that's what it was, but now it's like it's blowing up ever since Lambo and Shred did the spaces on it Friday. If you missed that, you guys make sure to tune into their show. They do it, I think it's 4:30. Sometimes they do it a little later.
Yeah.
But Shred and Lambo have a really killer spaces, and they bring on the developers. They bring on the guys making all these games and stuff. So you get some serious alpha.
Yeah.
And they just had the guy from Animus Labs on there, and they had SmithyDAO on there. It was very, very cool spaces. I got to catch most of it.
Yeah.
Had to kind of hide from the boss because I was at work. So I had to keep popping in and out.
Yeah.
But,
I actually played this game. The spaces are great, man. They have a lot of alpha in there, man. They bring on these guests. everybody's real tight knit in the community that comes on there. Animus Labs, they're actually behind a lot of projects, but one that we've talked about recently is the Small Age, the Neander Smoles. They're behind that also. Really great spaces. So yeah, definitely check that out, man. If you guys haven't been on there, it's NFTs Anonymous is the name of it, with the Shred and at Crypto Tax Cat. So I actually had a chance to play this, dude. Have you played this yet?
I haven't played it yet. No, when I was looking at it originally, it was just the trailer kind of video for the game.
Yeah.
But it looks like they've got some. I mean, the most expensive weapon they have for sale right now is 300 magic.
Yeah, which is not bad, dude.
But if you go down to the that's priced high to low. But if you price it low to high, they got stuff on a wooden dagger for 9 magic, 11 magic.
Yeah.
So these are still fairly cheap if you were looking for an entry to get in. Between 9 and 13, you can get some weapons on here between 9 and 13 magic.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool. But yeah, the storyline, like everything in Treasure, is going to intercept, I think, with all the other games, which is something that, nobody else is really doing like Magic is doing. Magic has really got the game locked down as far as I'm concerned with that. The interoperability, where donkeys are going to be able to, interact with Small Age. Small Age will interact with Smithsonian weapons. It's like, that's really cool because all the communities are supporting each other and all the devs are supporting each other. They all have a vested interest in each other's success.
Yeah, they do.
And I just think that was a brilliant move when they were designing Magic.
Yeah.
I just think that it still blows my mind away. It's just crazy.
Yeah, Treasure and Trove, and yeah, Treasure DAO is definitely something you guys need to keep an eye on. If you haven't been there, they have the marketplace Trove. What is it? Trove.lol, Siri?
Yeah, Trove.treasure.lol.
And you'll see all the games. A lot of these games are going to be interoperable, and like Siri said, just kind of where you can bring them into each metaverse or whatever. But yeah, this looks like a cool game, man. I did the little the dungeon run. You have to play it on. This is my thing. You got to play it on PC, so I can't play it at work, man.
So wait a minute. Smithy DAO has a dungeon run just like Beacon does?
Yeah. It's the dungeon run. It's a prototype.
Okay.
It's a prototype for the game that they just put out. So
okay, yeah, I haven't gotten to play that yet. We're gonna have to definitely check that out. On one of these shows coming up, we're gonna probably do that live. Is actually get on one of these games and play it live on the stream here. That would be kind of cool.
yeah.
Knights of the Ether. So Knights of the Ether and Smithy DAO are working hand in hand, aren't they? Aren't they working together?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen that.
Well, I see a lot of people that are in both projects are always talking about each, like what is it, Smooverse, SMUverse.
Oh yeah, the small ups.
They're going to be working with donkeys, and Lambo's got. Speaking of which, Lambo has an announcement today, guys. So you know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
Something's about to go on. I don't know if it's going to be the donk board, or if it's going to be another playable thing that they opened up on the game itself.
Yeah.
But anytime Lambo says that he's got news he's dropping,
yeah, it's always something good.
Pay attention. We need to keep our ears to the ground. But he is going to have an announcement today for you guys, so make sure you stay tuned for that as well. And so we're going to keep Smithy DAO on the radar. I believe we have Natimus coming on in a few episodes, and he's gonna be talking about Knights of the Ether. And there was one more, Lost Samurais. Did you get your Samurais yet?
No, I have not. I'm gonna be in trouble. No, I haven't scooped one yet.
And Tales of Valeria. See, we got a lot more ground to cover in the next coming shows, guys.
There's a lot.
They're dropping stuff so quick, man. It's hard to keep up with. It really is.
Yeah. Small ups. They got a lot going on. The Lost Donkeys. They're continuously putting out stuff. Definitely keep these projects on the radar. Some of these that we've talked about, we're not talking about them because we think they're gonna do good and we think they're great projects. No, we talk about them because we know they are good projects and we know that they're actually building in the bear market. Like, these guys have been nonstop building, and you got to think, man, it's harder to do that in the bear market. Like the funding is low. It's a challenge, man. So mad respect to these guys for, for doing all this, for building.
Absolutely, and also the toadstools, small age Neandersmalls. We did a show on them. All these guys. While they're cheap, while they're still down at 9 to 12 magic, or under 20 magic, 30 magic. That's the time to scoop them, guys. Like, don't wait for it to start pumping, and then you FOMO in, because then it's like it's just like trading wrong.
Yep.
When these things are cheap, that's when you want to jump on them. And Wes, these Lost Samurais, man, I don't know how long they're gonna stay down.
Right.
Like, because it looks pretty cool. I just like it because I'm into the fighting games and stuff. I love fighting games. They're always been my favorite. Like that block combat. I'm still waiting to see what they're gonna do, but I'm holding my NFT. I know you grabbed one of those block combats.
I did. That's on the mainnet, right? That's mainnet. I believe that's on the mainnet.
Not sure.
Yeah.
I have to double check. I know they're on Arbitrum and they're on Binance, so they're interoperable between those two platforms. But it looked really cool. But let's head back over to Perpy and check out what they got going on. They're releasing a token on Camelot, by the way. And I know you said you scooped some more Factor. I scooped some Factor the other day.
Yeah, I'm waiting on them to do something, man. I got a decent amount of those, so
Factor's gonna do good,
I think so.
And Perpy's gonna do good too. I'm still bullish on Perpy, and I have an open position still. Liquidation price is $14.94, and it's flirting with death here. Ethereum's been wanting to get a little crazy, but I'm still open.
Yeah.
So I'm good with that.
And you said PRY is coming on Camelot, right? March 16th?
Yeah, Perpy's releasing their token in 8 days. So definitely you want to look out for that. And, if you're not using Camelot on Arbitrum, I don't know what in the hell you're doing.
Right.
Because, just the swap features alone, just everything you can do on it is amazing.
Yeah. Oh, open leverage too, man. That's one we got to cover. That we just kind of came across, and really, really cool, really dope setup they have. That's basically where you can make any pair and long, short, do some margin trading. Is
open. That's openleverage.finance.
Open leverage.
They're kind of going the same route as Perpy with the copy trading, follow trading, and you can tie it all in with your Twitter, and people can follow you on there and stuff. That's going to be good for influencers. I mean, I don't know. That could create a little bit of drama, but such is the risk to reward being an influencer, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really consider us influencers.
No,
I consider us content creators.
Right.
But we don't really care what to influence the market one way or another, unless you're buying our bags. No, it's just...
Yeah, definitely Perpy. Keep an eye on that.
So Perpy's coming out. Yeah, so I think that's gonna pretty much wrap it up for this episode, Wes. You got anything else you want to add?
Nah, dude. That's pretty much it, man. Nice and short. And
just
sweet.
kind of keeping an eye on the market for you guys. There is some more stuff brewing behind the scenes. We've got some other guests and stuff that we're gonna be scheduling soon. But
yeah, we got Natimus that's got a they're working on something big. I remember you mentioning Natimus. They're working on something big, so we got a good big surprise for you guys when we have him back on.
And Lambo too.
Lambo's all these
Lambo's
guys.
always building with that build app.
Build
BUILD dev or something.
Yeah,
that's gonna be huge. That's decentralized. What is it? Decentralized venture capitalist kind of thing where you invest in the project and you get the gains.
Yep.
That is massive.
Yeah,
man. That's like
venture capital.
That's something you can't do on TradFi unless you have connections.
No.
This is.
They claim to be the first decentralized VC on Arbitrum, and yeah, man, it's at build_DVC. So definitely keep an eye on them too, man. They got some big things coming. So, and that's the same people behind the Lost Donkeys and that whole NFT team, I believe. So, yeah, definitely something to watch. Yeah, is that it, man? Anything else?
That's it, man. I think we're good.
All right, guys. I guess that's going to wrap it up for today's show. Just make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, show us some love, and we'll give it right back. Much love to the Arbonauts, and until next time, peace out.